What's going on, everyone? Back once again giving you another update on the progress I've made on my old school RuneScape account. I would say hardcore Ironman, but as you may have noticed in the background you can see that I actually lost my hardcore Ironman status. Now, I knew this time would come eventually. As someone that hasn't really done combat before, I knew that it would be a boss or some form of quest where I would probably die and lose my hardcore status. However, I didn't think it would come this early, and I didn't think it would happen in such an easy way either. Like, I died in such a stupid way, and it was not ideal. The thing is, I don't even have any footage of how I died because I wasn't recording or streaming at the time. I was just doing stuff off stream, trying to get a bit of progress, and I was trying to get a rune skim. And I thought, you know what, I'll go to Fire Giants. I've done the waffle quest, I can safe spot them. It'd be nice and easy. No dramas, it'll be easy. I'll come back on stream the next day. Look, everyone, I've got a rune skim. But that's not exactly how it went to plan. If you haven't watched the other episodes in the series, oh yeah, go watch them please, thanks, that'd be cool. You'll know that I'm more of a skiller. All my old accounts have mainly been skilling accounts, never really done combat. So this is the first time I've really tried safe spotting, especially tried fighting anything a higher level than me. But me being me, I was thinking, oh, this is easy. Everyone does this all the time. This is how everyone gets their rune skims. And like, it's not going to be difficult. So I was just there safe spotting, but I didn't realise that you have to be right next to the door if you don't want to get aggroed by any of them on the other side. So basically, I'm just stood sort of by the corner and not realising that I'm getting attacked from the side of me because I'm on YouTube looking for music to listen to. And this whole time, I'm like just chilling. I'm like, yeah, this is fine. I'll just safe spot this one. Went to YouTube, looking at YouTube. Look at my other screen, and then I realise I'm in Lumbridge. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I thought it was a joke. I was like, haha, yeah, something's gone wrong. This is funny. Or, oh yeah, the Ring of Life that I didn't make for some reason, when I could have easily made it because I have the requirements to do it. Like, I'm just a melt. I lost my hardcore status because I'm an idiot. Like, a week after I got my first 99 on the account. Like, the first ever bit of, like, combat I try to do and I die. I'm just an idiot, yeah. So, although that's done, I'm still going to continue the account as an Ironman, which was always my original intention. Like, I never thought I'd realistically have a maxed hardcore Ironman. But a maxed Ironman is still doable. And yeah, unfortunately, I ain't a hardcore Ironman anymore. Kind of gutting, but oh well, life goes on. In some ways, I'm kind of happy that I've lost it this early. It means that I'm not as hesitant when doing other bosses. Like, I'm not thinking about barrows now, like, oh, I need to be like a really high level to make sure I don't die. It's like, I can go try it with some like lower level gear or lower stats, and if I die, then fair enough, I've died, it don't really matter. I might lose a bit of gear, but it won't be that difficult to get back. Whereas if I had my hardcore status, I'd be like, oh no, I can't lose it. So if it's gone, it's gone. And now I can keep just doing what I'm doing. And I've not been like deterred from it. As you'll see, I actually went back straight away to Fire Giants the next day. I just got up, I was like, allow, I ain't got any more, I'll be an Iron Man. And I managed to get the rune skim that I initially went to get. So I was happy with that. As luck would have it, I didn't actually play any copyrighted music in the background when I got the rune skim drop. I was actually speaking to my mates and watching some clips they sent me, and after the clip had finished, I went back to the game and then saw that I had a rune skim there. So here's a little like live reaction of me getting it. As you can tell, I was pretty damn excited to get that. And I don't think anyone's ever been that excited about a rune skin before, but for me, someone that's always bought items, to actually get it as a drop was quite nice. And also because it's like, you know what, I went back there, allow them Fire Giants, yeah, they ain't got nothing on me now, kill them all there, just stand by the door, yeah, feed my cat, cat's getting big, get some death runes. You know what, whenever I get this account maxed and I get some like next level gear, like I'm talking like a god sword or something, I'm going to go back there, I'm just going to murder like 1,000 Fire Giants. Yeah, it's not like I'm salty or anything. Oh, so salty. Goddamn Fire Giants. Now, whilst I've actually been doing other skills and combat, I've actually had a lot of kittens that I've made into cats to trade in for death runes. Now, I've saved up about 1,200 death runes for when I start to do barrows. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. I've kind of got annoyed of raising so many cats, and I've given them all names, which has made it even more difficult just to hand them over, because I swear them people are just eating them. What else are they using them for? Here's 200 death runes. We're gonna eat your cat. Now, after that whole endeavour of killing fire giants to get my rune skim, I decided it was time to go to Zaya. Now, the houses there offer actually quite a lot of good benefits, especially for an Ironman I found, so I decided to start with Hesidius. The reason why I chose Hesidius is I believe it gives me the best benefits for this sort of moment in time. It gives me access to like the woodcutting guild, the ability to get a disease-free patch, access to the Tithe minigame, also to get to the cooking range where you get an invisible bonus. So all of these things are really good just for like leveling at the moment. So to do this, it was actually really easy as well, which is one of the reasons why I chose it. All I had to do was push around a plough for 5%, and then the rest of the percentage you need to get the 100% favour, you can do 95% by making fertiliser. And it's a really simple process. All you have to do is mix fertiliser with saltpeter. I had some saltpeter from Wintertide, so I'm glad I kept it because I nearly dashed it as like a junk item. But I had to dig some up myself, but it didn't take too long. And then I proceeded to making 950 fertiliser to hand in to get max favour. Next is something that got me so vexed. You don't understand. I don't know why it annoyed me so much here, but as I was killing ammonite crabs on the beach to get my combat stats up, I was getting nummulites. And I didn't really know what they were for, so I had a look on the wiki and it said that they're used for a chest, where you sort of teleport in when you use the Fossil Island teleport on a dig site pendant. So I was like, that's cool, like I'll take 400 and use all them and get 4 things from the chest or see what I get. And as I teleport there and I click on the chest, it says you insert 1 nummulite. And I was like, what? So I ended up with 399. Like, how annoying is that? Why did I have to put 1 in just to be able to use the chest? So it meant I had to run around with 99 things. I know it's not a very big deal, but it was so annoying. It was just like, it's taking up a slot in my inventory, and it was something about it that just really bugged me, because I thought for once I was being super efficient and doing like all these things in one go, and it still turned out I'm just trash at the game. As I was killing fire giants, I also managed to hit the 55 magic. This means I can now finally start to high alch. And you may be thinking, well, you haven't really done any combat, so what have you got to alch? And well, what I've been doing, I don't know if this is the best idea or best thing to do, but if I remember correctly, when you use things like rings of jewelling or games necklaces, and you use them all, they like crumble into dust. So what I decided to do is I've saved them all at 1 charge. So I alched all of the jewellery that had 1 charge left. And it actually netted me quite a bit of profit. So far it's probably got me about 40k in total. But in the clip it gets me around 15k, which is still decent. Like it's a few runes, or like it's a bit of extra spending money for literally just not using 1 charge on a necklace. Another big milestone that I'm really waiting for on this account is Graceful. Now Graceful is one of those things that just seems essential to any Ironman account, especially because of all the running that you do, and the fact that it just seems to save you on all sorts of runs, on Tithe Farm as well, things like that. So I've been working very slowly towards getting my Graceful. But when I got to Canifis and I started doing it, it's really weird. So this is the first time I ever did the Canifis course, and there's a bit where you want to do like a pole vault. Now, I'm sorry, but you need to get Hedwig out here, because this is Harry Potter. That's a broom. It looks like they're flying across on brooms, like the whole squad on brooms. I'm sorry, but it does not look like a pole vault. With my newfound Hesidius favour, I also managed to hit the level required to start planting watermelons. Now, I've got a few seeds from Wintertide, so I thought I'm only going to use them seeds in Hesidius. I also managed to make ultra compost to just try and make the most out of the seeds I had. So I started doing that only in that patch specifically, because with the Hesidius favour, it means that the watermelons cannot be diseased. In between bird runs and farming, I managed to get 45 agility and a few more marks of grace. However, I am not stressing this enough, but I find agility to be one of the most painful skills. I always have. I've always hated agility. I don't think I've ever got it above like level 60 on any account, because I just hate doing it. I just find it really boring, and I just don't like it. So it's something I'm going to do intermittently, like, is that the right word? Like in between other skills, like a couple levels here and there each day, as opposed to doing it in one big block, because I don't think my brain can take it. To sort of round off this episode, I'm going to leave you with a quest. Now, this is a quest I've always wanted to do, and because I've never really done questing because I'm lazy and sometimes I find it boring, but now I'm really seeing the benefits of doing quests. But that is Ghost Ahoy. Now, the reason for that is because whenever I've watched any other YouTube video, even when I was younger or up to now, and people have the ectofile and they use it in every single farming run, I always felt left out because I had never had it and I had never gone to that patch and I've been missing out on XP. So I thought, you know what, it is finally time to do Ghost Ahoy, and I completed it. And I cannot be happier. I am so happy that I've got an ectofile and that I can use it in every farming run and just have it in my bank, and it just looks cool. It's a free teleport. It like recharges itself. It's just awesome. I love having this item. And I know everyone's probably had it before on their accounts, but I've never had it. So really happy with that. And it's a great way to end this episode. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have made it this far, thank you very much. If you've been keeping up to date with the series, thank you again. I know I've lost my hardcore status, but it still doesn't mean I'm not going to play. I'm just going to play it as an Ironman now. It means that I should be able to do more like quests and bosses, because that's the reason why I did this game mode anyway. And it just means I won't be as hesitant. So there should be more videos, more streams. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Subscribe here, notifications. Comment, like, dislike, all of those things as per usual. And I hope you're well. Hope you're having a great time. Hope you're enjoying the RuneScape grind like I am. And yeah, peace.